Hello, I'm Nix. This is my whatever channel this is on. I am trying to do either YouTube or TikTok or whatever more, just because I like book stuff and want to do more book stuff in my life, and I have not. So here is this. I'm gonna do my November wrap up. I did not count how many I read. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 7 books. Most of them I listen to, but I also like to read along with audiobooks. The first book that I finished in November was A Hunger Like No Other by Kresley. This is essentially a weird werewolf vampire romance type thing. I'm not gonna go into detail. That way, if you want to read it, you can figure out for yourself. But I also hate when people take forever and read the whole back. But essentially, yep, nope. The second book that I read was the second book called The Court of Ravens. Anyway, the book is Shadow So Cruel. Oh, fuck. I'm so bad at this. I rated this 4 stars. Anyway, I also rated Shadow So Cruel 4 stars. It's very dark and tragic. That is all I'm going to say, seeing as the second book. But essentially, nope. Watching this back is going to be so horrible. The third book I read was The Bonds of Hercules. This was 5 stars to me. Alexis, the main character, is funny as shit, and ever since the beginning of the year when I finished the first book, I have been waiting for this one to come out because nothing has made me laugh and feel as much joy. Lots of these have scenes with body parts that get chopped off, so keep that in mind. Then I read Golden Sun by Pierce Brown. It is the second book in the Red Rising trilogy, the first trilogy. I read the first one a really long time ago and then had to do a recap because I am one of those people that if I reread something normally, which is going to be funny when you see what I read later, when I reread something, usually it just like in my brain and then I get bored. So yeah, this was funny also. Pierce Brown also, like, it just makes me laugh out of nowhere. There's like a part with an eyeball. I think it's something along the lines of like, there's this dude who like looks at one of the girls and says something along the lines of like how he's been watching her essentially. So she's like, something with his eyes, and she's like, so I took one. Just like poop his eyeball. And then I think it's Severo is just staring at it and is like, can I have it? So yeah, that one I rated 3.5. I have a hard time with sci-fi. It was good though. Then I read Reign of Shadows and Endings, which I will hopefully put somewhere up here. That one I really liked. However, I did rate it 3.5 stars, which is not too bad for me. I normally, anything between that and like 5 is good. But I could not get over Theon and Tessa just back and forth. The whole time. It felt like we'd go 10 steps forward and then 20 steps back. And then 10 steps forward, or like a step forward, and then 100 steps back. So it just, I'm starting to understand, and I'm sure my ratings will go up because currently at this exact moment I'm reading the second book in the series. So we'll see. It wasn't bad. After that, I reread Quicksilver by Callie, Hart, because Brimstone had just come out, and I was like, cool, I don't remember anything. Which is shocking because even when I reread, I didn't have a hard time like I would normally. rereading this was the best decision that I have ever made. Because I would have been not as into it as I would have for Brimstone. Freaking fantastic. I loved it the second time as much as I loved it the first time. I just feel like I struggled the first time. The second time, not so much. 5 stars. I feel like this is fucking chaotic. First video. Awful. Then I listened to Kingfisher's POV. That I gave 4 stars. It was very short. It only went over a couple things. I would say it's like a 2-hour audiobook that if you listen to things faster than at 1.0x speed, it will be faster than 2 hours. So I did that, and that was fantastic. It gives you more of a insight to things, and since I did that right after Quicksilver and before Brimstone, it helped a lot keep me into the story and all that. Like that's my wrap up for November, but I'm gonna keep Brimstone in this because Brimstone was awesome, and I feel like I read most of it in November, but finished like it was like a half and half type of situation. But since we're already talking about Quicksilver, I am just going to go into Brimstone. I love Brimstone. I think I rated it 5 stars. I cannot, off the top of my head, remember. The scene where, spoiler warning, she puts like a fucking candelabra around somebody's neck and then uses her as a footstool, has me in a chokehold like she does with this person. Perfect. Would definitely recommend reading it like in order. Quicksilver, Kingfisher's POV, Brimstone. And I'll probably just do that again before whatever book comes out next. But yeah, what did you read in November? I know it is like nearing the middle of December, even though it's not at the same time. But, you know, better late than never. But yeah, tell me some of your reads. If you read some of the ones that I did, how did you feel? Did you like them? Did you hate them? Yeah. Have a good one. Goodbye. Thank you for watching.